Your hamburger comes with a dose of misogyny. Our whiteness is part of the problem of meat eating.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Create a safer and more equitable world for fat people.
Let's not address that at all. Let's just ignore it.
End anti-fatness.
What is happening here?
Sexy fishes.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 21 Hundo and DSCO of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. And today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you as powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2. Happy Tuesday, beaches.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, SwoleFam? How are we doing? Happy Tuesday. It is Tainty Tuesday. It is Tuesday, February the 22nd, and it is time to make some sick fucking gains. What is going on, beaches? Round of applause. We had an amazing accountability meeting, an amazing live call yesterday inside Swolenormous X. So the live call was a huge success. Great SwoleFam posts, brand new releases. Don't miss out. You can catch the replay now inside Swole TV for members. And if you're not yet a member, why aren't you? Check out all the links down below to download your copy of the 7 Pillars to join the SwoleFam today and all that good stuff. Thanks for being here. Share the stream, share the Mancast, available everywhere. What's going on? The Jewel. What's up, Jeremy, Kim? We got John. What's up, Elijah, Cerny, Phoenix, Wax. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, beaches. Thank you for being here. The Daily Swole is available everywhere. TheDailySwole.com for all those links. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Mancast, Sleazecast, all those new apps available everywhere. It's time to make some sick fucking gains. Let's get a little round of applause. Let's get some America going. We got some soundboard. We're going to hurt some feelings, maybe.
Emotional, damn it!
Maybe. What else is new? Everyone's feelings getting hurt. We got a couple stories going on. We have some interesting shit. We got a couple articles which are going to blow your nips off probably. We got some good videos. We got some great questions. We got a great show. So without further ado, let's bust this nut open. Let's get today underway. Drop in the comments down below. What did you smash? What are you going to smash? And let's fucking get it done. Falcon, let's summon thee and let us fucking get into today's Mancast. Falcon. Summons a Falcon. Put some respect on you, beesh. It's a beautiful morning.
US and A, greatest country in the world.
Yes, yes, yes. Tainty Magooch. It is Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beesh and don't be a boosh or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. We got that scroll on the bottom of the screen. Now, a Tainty Magooch, you don't want to be a Tainty Magooch. Now, the question that a lot of people, if you're new to the show, you're asking like, what the hell is a Tainty Magooch? So fam, because today is Tainty Tuesday, because today we are eliminating all the Tainty Magooches, the Tainty Magoochi in our surroundings, it's pillar number 1, like we always have to go to right down to the foundation. We make sure that we are narrowing down our circle. We're focusing on the right shit. What is a Tainty Magooch? So please, SwoleFam, those of you that are watching live, define what a Tainty Magooch is in the comments. I love to read your definition. Drop it down below. And if you wish to win today's amazing Swole card exclusively for episode 2118, drop the hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments down below. Let's moisturize. Let's get into that tip. We got a lot of stuff to get into. Fam, let's fucking
What's in the box?
go. Ooh-ah, nice. Babe, nice. Just an inch. Moist. Cold outside. It's moist. It's very, very moist. All right, it is Tainty Tuesday. It is the day where we get rid of all the Tainty Magooch. Okay, before we get started, make sure that you're checking out Papa Swolio. We talked about Swolenormous X, join the fam today, but over at papaswolio.com, you can save 10% off using code DailySwole for all the apparel. We got amazing new drops, and the reason why we're talking a lot about it again is because we just dropped a brand new collection. We have all the previous ones, the amazing stuff. We have the best gear in the game. Swole variant, we have the Swole since birth. And like I said, use code DailySwole for 10% off. If you're a member of the SwoleFam, you get 20% off with your private code, but you can log into your account and find out more about that on your homepage. We got 7 Pillars flags. We have the SwoleFam flags. We have the Swole since birth. And we have the brand new Captain Swolio collection, which is fucking legit. It is fire. It looks sick. And I know Elijah was posting a picture with his mug. It looks great on a mug, looks great on a flag, looks great on a tank, looks great on pretty much anything. We have great stickers for it. Looks fire. So make sure you fly that SwoleFam pirate flag high. Captain Swolio, yar. Helping you make sick fucking gains, laddie. Yar. I don't know why he's Irish, but Irish pirate. It's all right. It's okay. We'll let it slide. Yar. Yar. Captain Swolio. All right, let's get into the first SwoleFam post. We got some smiles going on here.
What's in the box?
What else is new? What else is new? All right, our first post, we got to get our dose of Christian smile. She writes, hopefully I can wash my hair tomorrow. LOL. Triceps are on fire like total noodle arms after that pump. Happy Monday. That was a great workout to kick off the week. God damn right. Yeah. Good for you. Look at that little smile, a little sweaty Betty. Thank you, Christian, for the regular updates and the regular fucking pump. I'm ready to get amped. Every time I see a Christian post, I'm like, time to make some gains. Get very, very excited. Let's see. Genosaurus, what is a Tainty Magooch? People who make excuses and blame everything wrong with their life on everyone and everything else except themselves. Ooh, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Come on, man. Solid. Goddamn right. Cerny, Tainty Magooch, people who whine and complain about everything, but do nothing to change it. God damn. Nailing it 100%. I agree. I agree with both of those definitions. Indeed. We got a post here from Jacob. We'll call you Jacob. Start at the top. Let's start at the beginning. Walk this road with me and I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Man, starting off like a Robert Frost poem. 4 years ago, I decided to take back my life from the depths of despair and mediocrity. I decided I was going to change my fate of being an unhealthy, overweight, unhappy person. It would take 8 months to actually join Swolenormous X, but I still listened to the podcast and did my thing. So this post is to share my personal start. 4 years of consistency, mistakes, growth, lessons learned, and triumph. That's all just in my weight loss journey. Let's not forget we all have a personal life as well. Mine was filled in the 4 years as well. Became a husband, first-time father, started a new career, first-time home buyer, bought 2 new vehicles, and in the process of starting my own company. So what I'm saying is maybe we are too hard on ourselves when it comes to not seeing the results we want. I know from experience that I'm full go 100% of the time, and I'm really stuck in the micro a lot of the time and need to look at the macro picture more often. Well, fam, here's to another year of getting better than before. Picks are, as always, month to month, and I slipped a 4-year to today pick and also one from each year for consistency's sake. Now, before, I believe we have the pictures. Yeah, we do. In terms of that one part where you said we all have the weight loss journey, we all have a personal life as well. In all honesty, the 7 pillars crosses both. There really is no, I don't look at this as like a weight loss. There's your health and your personal. There's no difference, in my opinion. There's no difference between your personal journey, your weight loss, your health journey, because that is your person. It's all connected. So when you look at the 7 pillars, you don't have to break those things apart. You just encompass them together. So it sounds like you're making amazing progress. Not always are you going to see progress in one metric, and you can make a lot of progress moving forward in your life and in your health, even though one specific metric like the weight, like the scale. In yesterday's episode on the podcast, I broke down a little bit of what Michelle was talking about in the private live call, but I shared that in the audio. So if you're listening to the podcast, check out yesterday's episode 2117 on the public podcast and check that out. But yeah, it's all one thing. They're not separate. They're together. And if you think about it that way, not every metric is going to go in the same direction all the time. Sometimes you have little plateaus and little setbacks. It's all good, man. But let's check out these pictures. And dude, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. Just keep it up. Keep it up. You can see the differences, bro. You can see the differences. And of course, when you go back to the really old picture, like the 4 years ago, and you can see these on the, I don't know if they're all 4 years. I guess the right side, they're all 4 years. So you have like some of those like little monthly transformations. Look at that left one. I mean, you got to sometimes go back to that 4 years ago picture. Look at that difference, dude. You look at that difference. You are just bloated everywhere. Your beard looks better. Your skin quality looks better. Your gut is like completely like shriveled up. It's all over your body. Looking a lot better, and of course, learning and growing every day. So when you're having those, that's fantastic, Jacob. Thank you so much for sharing. When you're having those little like minor setbacks, or you think they're a minor setback, sometimes you have to jump back and look at that 4 year ago picture, because it's easy to want to see progress when it's like, okay, 3 months ago, and here's 2 months ago, and here's last week. You're not necessarily going to see those night and day differences just from like a month ago or a couple months ago. Sometimes you need to get some perspective, because you're always watching yourself. You're always looking at yourself in the mirror. You're always stepping on a scale. You're just used to seeing what you see in the mirror. And you need to get that perspective of what you used to look like. And all of a sudden, sometimes you do that and you're like, oh my God, look how much different I look. Look how much progress I've been making. And then you can really pat yourself on the back, but don't get too wrapped up in it. Don't get too high on your own supply. Don't be, you know, I'm amazing. I'm wonderful. I'm so awesome. I've been so successful. Now I can relax. You just got to keep on going. Just got to keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. It's the journey. There really is no destination. It's always working on getting better. We got a post here from Jeremy. They've come a long way since I started this journey. My legs have always been, in my opinion, my strongest asset when it comes to lifting. I guess I got a leg up. Get it? Get it? Yeah, we get it. We get it. Well said. Nicely said. I guess I got a leg up on them since I've been skateboarding from 10 years old, since I was 10 years old. Still have a long way to go, but I'm very proud of myself, so proud of myself at how far I've come. Keep crushing it, fam. Hashtag vinegary sack. Hashtag go to the fucking gym. 7 pillars, bacon and legs. Ooh, I like it. Bacon and legs. Look at those. Look at those. Look at those pipes. Look at those stems. Nice definition. Nice separation. Look at that gastroc. Look at that soleus. Very, very nice. Yeah, skateboarding will do it. Skateboarding will definitely do it. Good for you. Good for you. All right, we got a couple nice and easy, beautiful picture posts. We got one, a beautiful morning from Mike. Nice sunrise in the parking lot. Good morning, fam. So beautiful. Good morning, fam's. Going to feel like a spring day in Southwest Ohio. Have a great day. You get after it, Mike. Make some sick fucking gains for us. And of course, we have our very own Elijah. Ahoy there, Captain Papa Swolio. Yar, yar. That beard, the more you drink out of that cup, your beard is going to grow better and bigger and thicker. Look at that. That fucking cup is great. The beard is great. Look at that smile. You're just like, just making some gains. Just here sipping on my sick fucking gains. Looking good, Elijah. Nice cup there. Nice jug. Nice jug. All right, fam. Excellent. Fantastic. Looking good. Crushing it. All those posts, by the way, were from inside the SwoleFam, SwoleNormousX.com. Join the fam today. We talked about our accountability meeting yesterday. So again, that episode is available inside Swole TV for later listening. If you haven't yet checked it out. Toxic masculinity, a little jealous of the mug. I know. You should be. You should be. I'm jealous of the mug. I don't even have one of those mugs yet. Definitely want one. I love that design. It's a huge mug. That's a huge mug. It's a big one. That's what she said. All right, let's take some questions. If you got a question watching live, we got some from Instagram as well. So drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole.
What's in the box?
We'll take a couple questions and then we'll go balls deep. We got a couple articles. We got some stuff to talk about. Maybe we'll cover that in the knowledge cock portion. But we got one from Hutchings8403 on Instagram. Papa Swole, best way to maintain motivation? You don't. I think that word is one of the most overblown, overused, and bastardized words ever. Motivation is just an emotion. It's how you feel. You're not going to be motivated. You're not going to maintain motivation. It has nothing to do with motivation. It has to do with, you might be initially like, oh, I really feel like getting this done. I need to make these changes. Cool. That's going to go. Just like New Year's resolutions. No one fucking cares. Right now, if you said, oh, my New Year's resolution, I'm sticking to my New Year's resolution. It's the end of February. No one fucking cares about New Year's. Has anyone said Happy New Year to you? Has anyone said Happy New Year to you in the last week, in the last month? Has anyone said that? No. No one cares about New Year anymore, which is why New Year's resolutions are a crock of fucking shit. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible approach to changing your life, is just to do a fucking resolution based on a date that is going to be gone before you know it. And you're just going through the same old cycle again. You need to make these changes for better reasons. There's no reason. New Year's is just a fucking date. You might as well pick June 7th. It doesn't matter. Pick a fucking, doesn't matter. Who cares? Start now. Honestly, you should have started fucking 10 years ago, probably. So whenever you start, just don't stop. You never have to start again. Just fucking go. Just fucking go. Yeah, motivation's bullshit. Fuck your motivation. We've been saying it for years. You need to make sure you're building discipline. So do it when you don't feel like doing it. It's when you don't feel like doing it is when you're going to get the most results, because you're consistent, giving yourself the most opportunity to succeed. Papa Thanasakis. Papa Thanasakis. All right, interesting name. You got periods and underscores. Interesting. Are pre-workouts really necessary? No, they're not necessary. Most people don't get enough sleep. Most people don't drink enough water, and they're chronically exhausted, and they think that just by stimulating and taking a drug, essentially, just like powdered caffeine, I'm going to have a great workout, when you're really just kind of stressing yourself out and your body is just still starved for actual recovery. So they're not necessary. You could just drink some black coffee or an espresso or get some good sleep and work out. You don't have to have a pre-workout. If you're going to do anything like that, you can buy the raw ingredients and make it yourself, so you can avoid all the artificial flavorings and food colorings and things like that. But things like electrolytes and stuff like that are beneficial, so you don't cramp and so you get enough of all those little things that you need: potassium, magnesium, sodium. Electrolytes are good, but if you make your own pre-workout, that's one thing. If you are just sucking down some kind of, monster drinks, I would absolutely say avoid. Christopher, Papa Swole, my mom wants to do an elimination diet, but is allergic to all beef. Could she do one on fish? Yeah, she's allergic to all beef. Like all beef? That's a strange thing to be allergic to. Interesting. If she's not, if that's legit, then she could do one. Elimination diet is just going to be depending on whatever you eliminate, but you can definitely get a lot of your nutrients on fish. Can she take any kind of organ supplements? Because man, are you missing some quality nutrients if you're not getting in any organ meats. Can she take any kind of like organ supplements, or how does that work? How does a beef allergy work? It's like, I don't want to live on food. How are you allergic to beef? I feel like that's a process of something that's, I know people are allergic to weird things, but I feel like that's a process of some kind of damage to your body. Like you create that kind of allergic reaction. Has she been like that her whole life, or did it start at a certain point? Just curious. Some people are just allergic to weird things randomly. Toxic masculinity. How would you train core if you have a hiatal hernia? I can still train full body, as it is not in me to go easy on myself. I'm not going to touch on that just because I don't have any experience with that. I don't want to tell you to do something and you have, an issue. I don't know. Have you talked to your doctor? Are you going to get surgery? What's the plan for that? What's the feedback from other medical professionals? I haven't dealt with that personally, so I don't know. I don't know exactly how you would approach that because everyone's a little bit different. Some people have different, it depends on where it is. A friend of mine had one and it didn't bother him all the time. It was like I haven't talked to him about it in a while, but like it wasn't always a problem. It was like in certain situations that it bothered him. There you go, Elijah. I pulled the trigger on the half rack. Now I won't have to deal with Tainty Magooches hogging the rack. Nice. Did you get that one that you showed? Good for you. Wago Lizard, Papa Swole, I want to get my toddler into fitness. Do you have a best way to start? I want to make it fun. You could do the kids yoga. Kids like to move. They definitely want to move. If you want to make it fun, I think that depends on your child, like what they'll find interesting. They usually want to do what mommy or daddy does. They want to copy you. So getting them weights, there's weights out there. I haven't really looked because I don't have kids, but I haven't looked to see exactly the breadth of equipment that they have for kids. But I know they do have kids barbells and dumbbells, plastic ones or very light ones that kids can lift and do. They're not going to hurt themselves. So I think instead of necessarily getting them like pink weights, like 1 pound or 2 pound weights, you can get them an actual bar with, I think it's like plastic or very like hollow weights where they can actually lift with you and learn the form while still, experiencing, while they're still not experiencing too much overload. So if you're of a very young child, they just need to move. They need to move. They need to climb. They need to do things barefoot, move around and have a good time. Like you said, and kids sometimes they don't really have a great attention span. Like they're just going to be attracted to a lot of different things. So if you're doing, I would say, a mix of activities, so maybe they're climbing a rope or pulling something down or dragging something on a rope, like across the room, or like pulling it, like, hey, drag that like a little sled, and they're pulling it. It could be fun if they're doing a little more movement. If you have like a toddler in one spot, that can probably be like, they're going to want to move and run around. So maybe something like a little circuit where they could do one exercise over here and then come on over to the other side. I just know from experience, like kids like to move around and do different things, and, having like, just strict curls might be a little boring. So make it a little bit more like a little mix or a blend with your activities. That's fucking cool. I definitely agree. You should do that. Definitely encourage that. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. You can have Lyme disease. Oh, is that one of the side effects? You're allergic to beef? That does sound familiar. I have heard something like that. Alpha gal from a tick bite. That's right. I heard about that. I think I heard about that on, someone was talking about that on Rogan like a while ago. That sounds familiar. Alpha gal from a tick bite. Yeah, right. And it makes you, I remember hearing about that and thinking, holy shit, I never want that. Alpha gal syndrome. So maybe look into that. Christopher, she's been like that since she was a kid. It causes diarrhea and hives and sometimes can't even keep it down. Well, sounds like she's doing fish. Shit, man. Oh, that just sounds awful. Can you imagine being allergic to beef? I mean, if she's like that since she was a kid, then she doesn't really know what she's missing out on. But if it was someone like me or any of you that love steak, oh my God. I mean, fish is really good. You can crush it on fish. It's just nothing like a steak. Jen, my 4-year-old has 2-pound dumbbells and a yoga mat. I place them out there for him when I'm working out, so he will pop in every so often. Very good. Pedro, El Superman, have them play. Kids do a lot on their own. Agreed. It's nice to have those little weights where, like Jen was saying, you come over, he or she can come over and, play a little bit. They're not going to be doing like 3 sets of 10. Yeah, let them move, let them play. That's why kids want to play. That's why kids want to play. And I would absolutely recommend, yeah, martial arts for sure, like jujitsu and stuff like that. It's going to teach them a lot of confidence and, respect for authority in their field. Like they're going to be, it's great for role models and leadership and, bonding. It's like having a team, when you have like your martial arts family. Yeah, it's like having a team without being on a team unless you're competing, but it's like having a sport, but it's an individual accomplishment. So it's a great thing for community, for kids, and to learn how to handle. And then you're going to completely eradicate the risk of them. Not that they won't get bullied, but they'll be able to stand up for themselves. If you know anything about martial arts and jujitsu, it doesn't matter if someone's a lot bigger than you. If you're skilled and they're not, they're going down. All right, let's see here. Toxic masculinity. My kids do push-ups, jumping jacks, squats with me and the wife. We also play red light, green light for a little extra cardio just to make it fun. There you go. Kids really just want to move. So like what Pedro was saying, let them play. That's why they're crawling, they're climbing, they're bending in all different ways. You want to make sure that you're getting their joints activated. I mean, outside, just do the best that you can. Get them out there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Jen, we also have a dice you can write on, and he also will toss it around and see what workout he has to do next. Jiu-jitsu is so good for them too. Being so small, it's just the basics, but so good. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right. Oh, there you go. Pedro, I got the plastic barbell with some plastic plates from Rogue. Junior loves messing around, but he ain't doing no snatching clean with technique. Cool. So they do have plastic plates. Very nice. All right. Let's see. Nord_Gustav. And we'll take a couple more posts and we'll get into some other content because we got a couple articles and some videos. Nord Gustav, is it more weight, less reps for muscle mass or the opposite? Yes. It's usually you want enough resistance. The weight is going to be relative to your strength. And in terms of building muscle mass, it's generally good to keep it anywhere between 6 or 8 reps to like 12 to 15 repetitions for ideal muscle hypertrophy. That's a general range. Doesn't mean you can't build muscle with more reps or less reps, but it's what you're exposing your body to. And you're going to increase the muscle size or the cross-sectional area of your muscle fibers. The myofibrils will be more incentivized, I should say, or they'll adapt to that type of overload with increased hypertrophy, which is muscle size. In addition to, you'll have some crossover with strength and such. So definitely heavier weight is better for building muscle. But that's very loose terms, like heavy versus light. That's all relative, right? So in general, heavier weights are better, but you go too heavy and then you're doing really max reps. It's not ideal for muscle growth. It's more for muscular strength. And there's different components of hypertrophy and strength. All right, let's see. Oof, Madon. It's Justin. Okay. It's a weird name. Is it dangerous to squat with tennis shoes? Like New Balance? Like New Balance dangerous? I wouldn't say necessarily it's dangerous. I would never squat in just regular shoes. I'm not a big fan of lifting shoes. I have a pair. I haven't worn them in years, but I prefer just to be barefoot or wear my Vibrams. I don't like lifting shoes or I don't like shoes. I'm the worst person to ask about shoes, or maybe the best person because I train barefoot all the time. If I was ever outside or doing something, not outside, but in the grass, I do it. But if I was ever at a gym, I just wear my Vibrams. So barefoot for me all the way. A lot of times when people use lifting shoes, it's because it creates more contact with the ground. Like for a competition, more contact with the ground will mean a wider base of support because the flat base obviously will make more contact than just your feet. You will make contact with the ground where your arch would be. Plus you have an elevated heel, which will take stress off the calves. So you'll be able to get into a deeper squat with more upright back. So people like those lifting shoes, but you could just elevate your heels. I personally just like to train barefoot. So dangerous, it can be. A lot of times if people have poor posture, you have New Balance or different shoes that have a terrible, they're just literally working to evolve you away from proper posture and foot strength. And, most shoes are garbage. And if they're worn improperly, yeah, it's definitely not a good thing, in my opinion. Dangerous is relative. I wouldn't say dangerous is the right word. It can be, but a lot of people, even when good shoes or bare feet, a lot of people just squat and they have dangerous form. with any kind of shoe. So that's not necessarily the determining factor of what's going to make it dangerous. But if you have a narrow shoe, like a running shoe, remember, running shoes are meant to go forward, 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 forward. So running shoes are not meant for like sprinting. So if you look at the bottom of shoes or the logic behind these popular brands, I think, look, barefoot, like your feet can handle that. Your feet need to be strengthened if you don't have strong feet. A lot of people are like, oh, my feet flatten, my feet this and that. That's because you have weak feet and you've never really trained your feet. And you've been wearing shoes and you were doing essentially foot binding, putting your feet in foot coffins your entire life. You're not supposed to be bound into shoes when you're a child. It's supposed to be barefoot your entire fucking life, really. So if you're looking at running shoes, they're designed to go forward. That's why cross-training shoes have like a wider base or different tread, because you're supposed to be twisting and turning and cross-training. It's supposed to be different planes of motion. Running is just straight. You're not running sideways with running shoes. You're not running. You could run backwards, I suppose, but it's meant to go forward, forward, forward. That's why they're designed a certain way. So they're not going to have lateral support. So you could roll your ankle and blah, 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 but you know. So I would say it's more dangerous, but that really does depend. Doesn't mean you squat in them, you're going to hurt yourself, but there's no support side to side, really. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I fucking hate shoes. I hate shoes. Let's see. Ooh, good question. Papa Swolia Wax, what's your opinion on the overpopularity of leggings for every size? I don't enjoy it personally.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
You woke up, Grandpa. My opinion on the I don't know why that was applicable. Your opinion on the overpopularity of leggings for every size. So you mean like obese leggings? Well, I think that there are a lot of clothes that a lot of people can wear. Whether people should be wearing certain clothes, that's up to opinion. I mean, the other day, Mama Swole and I were out and we're like, what is that person wearing? And why are they wearing that? Now, I'm not arguing that they should be not allowed or banned from wearing things like that, but it's like, those are questionable choices. Those are questionable choices. And in today's society, we don't have fucking standards. There's no standards. There's no real self-respect. There's no shame. Like, it's just weird. It's weird what a lot of people think is appropriate to wear outside, but they have the choice to do it. And we all have the choice to either like it or not like it, and vice versa. So yeah, I think a lot of people wear things that they shouldn't, but I don't think that's ever been different. I mean, I think a lot of people have always worn things that are like questionable choice. I mean, personally, I don't like suits. I don't like the way, I think it's a weird fucking thing. It's a weird thing. You're wearing this restrictive thing. You're hanging a little piece of cloth from your neck and it's hard to fucking move. You're wearing uncomfortable, like plastic fucking shoes, like dress shoes are insanely uncomfortable. They look ridiculous. I just think it's a strange thing to do. It's a strange thing to be like, now I am looking elegant. It's like, I think you fucking look like you're in a straitjacket. All right. This is my opinion. What is this? Let's see. Let's do some. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go deep. We got some videos. Let's take a couple comments here. Yoke Nick, I put a bully in a guillotine headlock once. Anyone that has done this knows that very little pressure is needed to make the recipient panic or submit. Indeed. Indeed. Yoga pants are a privilege, not a right. Yes. Yeah, usually with Pedro is saying I have some zero dress shoes, especially for that reason. Yeah, I have some Vivo Barefoots that I usually wear. They look pretty slick. They look like dress shoes, but they're sneakers. So yeah, I mean, you can get them. Still, even when I wore my zero ones when we went shooting on Saturday, and they just feel weird. They all feel weird. Barefoot shoes, doesn't matter. It just feels weird. I don't like anything around my feet like that anymore. I've just been completely barefoot for too long. Wearing anything just feels uncomfortable. Feels really uncomfortable. All right, let's go. Well, hold on a second. We'll bring this back. It's time to go balls deep.
That's deep.
All right. So fam, make sure you hit that like button, share the podcast. We're about to get into some juicy. We got this post first. I haven't read through this. It looks like a math question or some math. Let's read this post from Connor Martin. I don't know who that is, but let's see what this is about. Last night, my wife brought me a picture of math homework pictured below from a student that she was tutoring that is in the Troy R3 school district. Clearly, this is not math homework, but an attempt to normalize sexual activity to our students behind the backs of parents. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see what this is. Normalize. And all right, so the question we're going to see is an attempt to normalize sexual activity. Oh my God, this is what's going on in your schools. All right, let's see. This question was y equals x plus 2, and then 3x plus 6y equals 12. Okay, Angelou was sexually abused by her mother's blank. Oh my God. So this is the word, this is the question. What the fuck? No way. Angelou was sexually abused by her mother's blank at age 8, which shaped her career choices and motivation for writing. And the answer is A, 0,2 boyfriend. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Talk about like needing therapy and taking it out on your students. Jesus Christ. And then you have another question, x equals y minus 1 and y equals negative 4x plus 21. Trying to support her. This is the next question, like right after. Number 5, trying to support her son as a single mother. She worked as a pimp, prostitute, and blank. And the answer is 4,5, nightclub dancer. Okay, champ. If I saw those questions, it looks legit. If I saw that on my child's homework, I would lose my fucking mind. That teacher would have Papa Swolio knocking on their front fucking door. Jesus Christ. You should sue for that. Sue the school board. These fucking school boards are absolutely a terror in our society. Speaking of which, this goes right into the next thing. Remember, this is balls deep. This is balls deep.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. Genosaurus, that's so appalling. I'd be suing my school board. No shit. But this takes us right into the next thing. Now, there's other videos and there's other reports. I haven't gone through this completely, but I saw these headlines and I saw a couple like little videos around it. This is, you want to know think about normalizing sexual activity. Check this out. This is the title headline from the Daily Mail. This is yesterday. Parents fury after biologically male counselors who identify as non-binary and use they, them pronouns, of course they do, slept in rooms with 5th grade girls for 3 nights during school-organized science camp. What in the
We choose
fuck?
truth over facts.
On what planet is that appropriate? Yeah, just because the counselors, they're male, so they're males, they're men, biologically male, they're men. Why are we saying biologically male? They're men. We're men. We're men in tights. I need that soundboard. You're a man. You're born a man. You got a dick. Use a man. You could dress the way you want. You can call yourself whatever you want. So it's not biologically male. You're male. For fuck's sake. A group of parents lambasted an infamously woke California school district after learning that biological male counselors who are non-binary and use they, them pronouns, aka pedophiles, well, in this situation, pretty creepy, were sleeping in the same room as 5th grade girls at a school organized science camp. Now, maybe pedophiles is a little bit extreme because I don't know if they did anything, but, you have enough molecules hitting together. You don't roll the dice. This is just Russian roulette. So you have 5th grade girls with men, biologically male counselors who are non-binary and use they, them pronouns. So you have men that are just saying, yeah, I'm in between. I don't know what I am. Oh, I don't give a fuck. You have a dick. My child is not sleeping in the same room with you, you fucking creep. How is this not flagrantly illegal? And I mean, at least some kind of like sentence or some kind of prosecution is absolutely validated for that. That's creepy as shit. It's absolute grooming. This is literally justification. We're justifying pedophilia. Not only the whole Epstein garbage, shakedown, scam, quote, conspiracy, aka people getting knocked off so the truth doesn't come out with all these elites just fucking children all the time. Yep, this is where it starts. Let's just spread this, make it more normalized. That way, the elites don't get prosecuted, right? We don't want anyone getting hung in prison anymore, now do we? Seems to be going around like the coronavirus. Seems to be going around just like that. People just be hanging themselves lately. Everyone just be hanging in prison now. Okay. If you didn't know, there was like another hanging, another guilty party in the Epstein scandal. Hung himself and no one saw it. The cameras weren't working. Oh no. Oh no. How convenient. The parents said that their children who attend Weaver Elementary School in the Los Alamitos Unified School District came home from spending 3 nights at Camp Pali in San Bernardino from the 25th to 28th in January to say that some of their counselors were non-binary, yet biological men. So the kids came home completely fucking confused about gender. Like, my counselors are non-binary. Can you imagine your child coming home talking about all this nonsense? Like, what the fuck is going on at your camp? So literally they're just brainwashing, grooming these kids. Quote, I contacted the school and asked them if they were able to confirm that there was not a man actually sleeping in the same cabin as the girls. They were not able to confirm that. You don't say. Let's see here. The district said that it takes all complaints and concerns seriously and would be investigating the parents' grievances. Emmy Teague, the assistant director, or Teague, told KTLA that the camp was following California law by placing staff in cabins they identify with. Are you fucking retarded? They identify. Well, I'm a woman now. Can I use the women's restroom? I'm a woman now. Can I go in the women's locker room to change because I want to see some titties? Right? Come on now. Is that how easy it is? I can just say I'm a woman? We're following the law. And we're placing people in the cabins that they identify with. You shouldn't even have a grown woman in the same bunk, like separate. Counselors should be separate. You shouldn't have any, like... All right, so here's some buildings. Blah, blah, blah. What else we got here? Let's see. A PowerPoint presentation sent by the district to the parents did not mention anything about the camp's gender policy or specify that counselors and campers would be separated by gender. It does say that all counselors have been fingerprinted, have a background check, have a wilderness first aid CPR certifications, and are trained to deal with common student issues such as bullying. What does that have to do with pedophilia? They haven't done anything yet. Doesn't mean they're not grooming them. Doesn't mean they're not talking about inappropriate things. Just because they're not maybe physically diddling doesn't mean they're not psychologically manipulating them. Some parents were outraged that they were not told about the camp's gender policy and want to warn others that there may be biological male or non-binary counselors sharing cabins with girls. Yeah, no shit. It's awful that children had to even experience this in 5th grade camp. If I was aware of it and I had initialed something saying that this was going to be done at the outdoor science camp, yeah, ironically, it's a science camp, and we're talking about non-binary humans, I would have kept my children at home. Anyway, a group of parents calling for a recall of the Los Alamitos school board lashed out at a September meeting after a teacher at Oak Middle School started class by giving his students a survey asking for their preferred pronouns. Fuck all that shit. Homeschool your kids. If that's not any information that is, you need to homeschool your kids. Homeschool your kids. Homeschool your kids. Oh my God. Freddie, live chat. It is dumb. In the pub I work in, if someone is clearly a man or a woman, but they identify otherwise, we have to let them use those toilets. Always do the toilet checks if that happens, just in case. Let's see here. Genosaurus, this is why we need constitutional carry. I think you should. I think constitutional carry should be nationwide. Why shouldn't it be? It's in the fucking Constitution, but I don't like guns. It doesn't matter if you don't like them. People have the right to carry them. People have the right to own them. people have a right to protect themselves and defend themselves against a tyrannical government. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it, Canada? Doesn't Australia? Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Last free place on earth, the United States. Certain states, last free place. Certain states. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but there really is very little freedom in other countries. So, yeah, you better appreciate where you live and stand up and protect it. In more important news, now I know that's terrifying.
What's in the box?
That your children are going to be groomed by delusional adults and sleeping in the same rooms as your children. If that wasn't terrifying, imagine suffering a frozen fucking penis. Imagine a frozen fucking penis.
Inconceivable!
How about that? Now, this is from the Olympics. Finnish cross-country skier suffers a frozen penis. What in the actual
That's
fuck?
fucking bullshit.
Suffers a frozen penis during the Winter Olympics 50-kilometer race, then uses a heat pack to thaw it after suffering unbearable pain. Now, the Olympics, I don't know if anyone watched it. I did not watch a moment of the Olympics. I did not see, I think I saw like one or two curling. I just saw clips or pictures online. I didn't watch a single thing. What a fucking joke. The Olympics used to be something that was, I don't know, unifying, used to be something, I don't know, that wasn't full of complete shit. There's no way we should have been competing in China. There's no way we should have been jerking them off. It looked like a disgusting, dirty event. There was all these other political conflicts, just a hot mess. But what I will say, no matter what the Olympics is like, I don't think this outcome is worth any of it. A frozen penis. A frozen fucking penis. Remy Lindholm suffered a frozen penis. Frozen penis. Frozen penis. Remy was forced to use a heat pack at the end of the race to thaw out his genitals after spending under an hour and 16 minutes traversing the course in Zhangzhou in howling, freezing winds. Ugh. Quote, "You can guess which body part was a little bit frozen when I finished." Jesus Christ. He told Finnish media, "It was one of the worst competitions I've been in. It was just about battling through. When the body parts started to warm up after the finish, the pain was unbearable." God damn. Significant. You're talking about significant shrinkage. So it says here in the summary, Beijing officials cut down the race after concerns over the negative 17-degree conditions. Negative 17 degrees. Are they showing a picture? I thought they were showing a picture, like some pictures of like, oh my God, some pictures of a frozen dick. God damn, can you imagine freezing your penis? I don't even know what that would feel like. I guess you wouldn't feel it, but then when it thawed, it would just be. Whew. All right, so I guess a little bit of a golf clap. Frozen dick. Anyone? Anyone ever have a frozen cock before? Frozen pee-pee? It's a frozen pee-pees? All right, fam. Let's take one or two videos. Drop in the comments below. Number 1, number 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. He's a badass though, not gonna lie. Maybe he is. Is he like is that a good cross country or a good skier? Like, I don't know. The Winter Olympics are never really that interesting to me. I never really found that much excitement in them. I mean, figure skating is cool to watch. When it's something like that in China, I think the time difference is just so extreme. What's it on, like 2 a.m, something like that? It's like, I just wouldn't see it. I don't have TV anyway, so it's not something I would just flip on. But sometimes you see the highlights and stuff. It's cool. Like, you don't have to watch it and sit there for hours. You can just watch the highlights and get the best parts. But anyway, I know some of you probably record it and watch certain things, but everyone's got their sport or their thing of choice. I just didn't happen to watch any of it. I was just completely unplugged and I was not into it at all. Not into it at all. Well, how did everything finish up? What was the standings for goals and stuff? Does anyone know? It doesn't really matter, but just curious. All right. We got some number 2. Let's see. We got some fucking numbers coming in. 2, 3, 3. I see a couple 3s, I see a couple 2s. Oh, we got a good mix. Let's do one from toxic masculinity. Let's take toxic masculinities. We'll take toxic masculinity says 3, number 3, leading team 3. Why not? Why not? Number 3. So let's do video number 3. And of course, if you're new to the podcast, we allow someone to lead the team and to choose one. That way we have someone to blame when it blows our fucking nips off. All right, this is called part 2 of Goddess video. Oh, it's like the Hey Goddess. Oh, let's see what we got here. Let's do another drum roll.
What's in the box?
Let's see what we got here.
Okay, I'm actually so excited someone brought this up because there's a reason why we gain fat and where we gain fat.
Okay, pause. 1, I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you. We can all hear you. You can chill out a little bit. This is a response to a post or a question on TikTok. It says, yeah, and did you know that your uterus also has a little layer of fat that you can't burn to protect your baby when you're pregnant? You're not pregnant, you're just fat. Are you going to talk about having a fucking stomach and blaming it on your uterus? You moron. You don't know how the body works. You don't know how the body works, dum-dum. All right, I'll play this again, and sorry for your ear holes.
Okay, I'm actually so excited someone brought this up because there's a reason why we gain fat and where we gain fat when we gain weight, right? So when I gain weight, I gain fat like at the top of my stomach, underneath my boobs if I had any.
You gain fat everywhere. Look at your arms. Look at your face. You have inflammation everywhere. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but you gain it everywhere. Everyone does.
And why is that? Because right behind it is my lungs. My body just wants to protect them.
I'm going to say this again. This chick has no idea where her lungs are. No fucking idea. You do realize your lungs are higher up there, champ? What the holy shit. Can you be stupider? Say that again. I want to hear you say that again. I want to hear that fucking IQ dropping as the words come out of your mouth.
Because right behind it is my lungs.
Say it again. You mean your kidney? You mean your lumbar spine? Say it again. Come on, say it again.
And why is that? Because right behind it is my lungs.
Say the whole thing.
I gain fat like at the top of my stomach.
At the top of my stomach. That's not even the top of your stomach. That's like, what do you call that? Your liver, probably? That's your small intestine. Your stomach's not down there. It's a little bit higher up. A little bit higher up. Maybe that's the bottom part of it. Yeah, I don't think you know where your body, you don't know where your body is.
My boobs if I had any. And why is that? Because right behind it is my lungs.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne. That's your lower back. It's your lower back. Ain't no lungs down there. Ain't no lungs in your lower back. Ooh, that's your lumbar spine, you bish. Ooh, there are no organs except your kidneys. Ooh. We're not done yet. We got 30 more seconds, 28 more seconds of this toxic retardation.
My body just wants to protect them. Or like, why do we have stomach fat? The reason we have stomach fat is...
That's your pussy. She's like touching her fupa. Why do we have stomach fat? That's your crotch. I'm like, dude, why is my stomach so fat? And I just grab my sack. Look at all this fat in my stomach going right to my balls.
Insulate and protect our vital organs so we're less prone to injuries. That's so cute.
Are you getting a lot of injuries in your uterus? You getting a lot of impact to your uterus? A lot of shots to your baby maker? Is that right?
And protect our vital organs so we're less prone to injuries. That's so cute. Or
are you like rolling down a hill? What do you, how is this like protecting? I mean, it's loosely protecting it. It's really just for like easy accessible energy and yeah, like separation from the organs. And okay, you have a little bit of fat on your organs. It's not good to have a lot, by the way. You don't want a lot of fat, maybe a little bit. Yo.
Remember a couple years ago, everyone wanted to lose their inner thigh fat because they wanted a thigh gap because it was trendy. You know what's on the inside of your thighs? Your femoral artery, which is like literally one of the main blood suppliers to the bottom half of your body. Like, your body's amazing.
Oh my God. I like to think that we have a chance as a society. I like to think we have a chance. And then I watch these videos. I'm like, fuck. I'm trying to be optimistic here.
Be nice to her. Oh my God.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
All right, we're moving right along. I'm not even going to address that. Holy shit. Part 2, the goddess never fails. The goddess never fails. Thank you. Thank you, goddess. Thank you. Oh my God. All that fat on the inside of my thigh. Did you know you have a femoral artery? Oh my God. Did you know you have a brachial artery too? And that's why your fat arms are there too? Oh my God. You're just so fat protecting your arteries. So good for you. It's so good to have that protection because that's what you need. That's why the fat's there, to protect your arteries. Jesus Christ. All right. Wow. Those hit hard, don't they? They fucking hit hard. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch. Speaking of which. Sorry, Greta.
How dare you?
I know.
Oh, you can!
Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's do another one. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
What's in the box?
House is a fucking
go.
prison!
Let's fucking
on
go.
planet bullshit! In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Maybe she's going to go camping.
Tiny tuck, typical
go
tuck,
camping.
total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
She's a camp counselor. Hey, kids, guess why? You know why I have fat thighs? Because of my femoral artery. And look at my lungs. Look at my lungs right here. This chick's got lungs in her lower back. It's interesting. My God. What an evolutionary adaptation. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Amazing. Nick chose a number 8. That's definitely not the answer. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Let's do Christopher Denny. Round of applause. Christopher to the main stage. Very nice. Very nice. Christopher chose number 2. Oh, Christopher. Who does number 2 work for? Well, Chris, oh God, you chose gender is made up. You chose Chris. The title of the video that Chris chose is titled Gender is Made Up. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for sharing. Exciting times. Thank you. In advance, we all appreciate it.
As someone who has coined my own xenogender, I find it really funny when transphobes use the argument of like, well, you're just making stuff up. Like,
okay, I'm going to stop you right there, bro Cephas. You're making stuff up. You are. If we're on the same page, I mean, I'll let you make stuff up as long as we're on the same page that you're making stuff up. Like, you're making stuff up. You just are. You're making things up. You are making things up. Human beings make a lot of things up. Some things are logical. Some things are like, yeah, you're just saying those things. So you are. I'll let you do it. That's the thing. I don't want you to stop being able to do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to do it, but you are.
as someone who has coined my own xenogender.
So he's coined his own xenogender. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. No one does.
I find it really funny when transphobes use the argument of like, well, you're just making stuff up. Like,
so already you're insulting someone. You're calling someone like myself a transphobe. I'm not afraid. Transphobia. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm not afraid of someone who wants to, I don't know, dress like a woman and whatever. I think there's a lot of mental disorder in this world, and especially in this fucking country. And there's a lot of people that want attention, need love and attention, that are neglected by their parents, that are brainwashed by the school system, by corporate oligarchs, like people that are just trying to rape you and pillage you of all your money and all your autonomy, and literally just tell you what they want you to hear, break apart the nuclear family. This is all great for authoritarian takeover. This is all part of the playbook. So educate yourselves if that sounds scary and outlandish. This person is going to start literally morally taking a moral high ground, like, you're a transphobe. You don't believe in my thing that I just made up, so you are a transphobe. Everything's a phobia. Everything's a phobia. Words are violent, so everything's a phobia. Everything's a fear. Oh my God, you're transphobic. You're against this. Maybe I just think you're making stuff up. Why does that have to be a fear of it? Oh my God, I can't handle it. I'm so afraid. Oh my God, I'm paralyzed. I'm not. I just use both hemispheres of my brain. I use them. I use this up here. I use it. I also focus on things that fucking matter. I don't care what you want to fuck. No one does. No one does. It's do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do it. This is one of those camp counselors, I suppose.
Yes, I am. And I'm having more fun than you are. Like, I'm sorry to...
I doubt it. I like this guy. I like this guy. I like this video. I like it already. Hold on a second. If you're listening, you have to see his face. Because he's like, I'm having more fun than you are. I'm like, you haven't moved. You haven't had a facial expression yet. So you look like you are, you're just enjoying yourself. There's no way in hell you're having more fun than I am. There's no way. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Can you see it through my beard?
Like, well, you're just making stuff up. Like, yes, I am. And I'm having more fun than you are.
He's like, well, you're just making stuff up. Yes, I am. Okay.
Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, Chad. Gender is made up. Words are made up. Pronouns are just words that we made up. You might...
Do you think he understands what made up is? I don't think he understands what language is. Language is what we start with. Words are used to describe, it's pretty much our language. It's just the spoken language. Most of language and communication is nonverbal. Most of it is body language. Most of it is intonation. Like, it's not, the words don't mean much. Like, they really don't. I mean, they mean something, but nowhere near the use, the context, the way you say it, the body language in which you use when you say it, all these things.
As well choose or make words that better suit your personal experience. So, like, yeah, synthogender is a made-up term.
What?
I would know.
Oh, hold on.
Synthogender is a... Synthogender...
What is a synthogender? Xenogender? Xenthogender? Okay. See, the problem is you're not you don't create words to suit your own reality. We have a shared reality. You decide to go into your own realm of reality. Most people on Earth, especially in our country, most people, fewer and fewer by the day, but most people have a shared reality. They're aware of what's going on. They're aware of like the fundamental laws of our physics, of biology, just functioning, right? You are making stuff up. You're just saying things and then trying to control what other people say and then demonizing them because you're such a morally superior person. I'm a transphobe or whatever the fuck you just said. Xentho warrior. I don't know. Xena warrior princess. Where the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. This guy looks like a sociopath. He looks like, fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Eat a steak. You got to be a vegan. Those are the vegan eyes right there. Those are vegan eyes. Sorry to insult any vegans, but those are vegan eyes. Those are soy eyes right there.
So, like, yeah, synthogender is a made-up term. I would know. I made it up.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I'll tell you who needs a frozen penis. I'll tell you who needs a frozen penis. Maybe we can do a collab. Maybe we can collab. You got to collab with the Finnish guy that froze his cock off at the Olympics. Okay. I know it might sound made up. I know, because I made it up. Well, what the fuck, man? You're not even hiding it. All right. Thank you. Well, there's a Tainty Tuesday for you, fam. I can't even. I can't even anymore. Betty Ford, he doesn't look like he has a soul behind his eyes. Well, look, I will hand it to it or Z or Xi Jinping or whoever the fuck that was. I will hand it to the person, the dude that had a beard and looked like a dude. At least he was honest, right? He made it up. He's like, I would know. I made it up. Okay. You literally just said you made it up. Like, we're not making up biology. We're not making up things. We're not making up gravity. Like, yeah, we still need to understand things more, but at least you're honest. Like, hey, I'm full of shit. Look at what I made up. At least he's honest about it. Right? Appreciate that. I don't know. I mean, I think that's honorable. All right. 2022, huh? 2022. Very nice. Very nice. All right, fam. We got a Swole card to give away. Dainty Magoocha. Dainty. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch. Let's give away today's Swole card. Fucking sick. Let's fucking go. Let's give away this fucking Swole card, shall we? Let's go. Man, we went balls deep. We got some, my lord. Scroll. We had some, that was intense. Maybe a little too intense. Scroll. I'm not seeing a lot of Tainty Magooch. I'm not landing on anything. 0. You guys didn't fucking drop that enough in the comments. Boo. I'm gonna boo you all. I know, Falcon. I know. I'm still scrolling. Scroll, stop. Scroll. I don't see it. I don't see anything. I don't see anyone. You guys dropping this hashtag? No one wants to win a Tainty Magooch card? No one? I'm scrolling back up. I'm scrolling back up. We're going to do it again. One more time. I'm literally scrolling and pausing. I see 0. You guys didn't drop this at all today. Okay, I was wrong. We did land on someone. Christopher Denny. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. All right. You look like a Tainty Magooch in your picture. Look at that fucking filter. I love that filter. At least you got to go to the fucking Jim Snow hat in there. Acceptable. Fam, you got to drop that hashtag a little bit more. Help us out. But Christopher, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2118 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. It could be. Nick says, I wonder if YouTube is blocking it. I guess that's possible. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff from YouTube, but sometimes, we get so wrapped up in the man cast, people forget to drop the hashtag. But it's all good. You have a chance to win today, tomorrow, the next day, every single day. Congratulations, Chris. Send us that email, you son of a biche, and we'll send you that Swole card. You can win multiple cards. The more you show up, the more you play, you're focused, you can get it done. All right, Falcon, take us away. Let's nut this beach. Let's have a great day, fam. Go make some gains. Go crush it. You got this, beaches. Remember, go make some gains. Go take care of your 7 pillars. Do it. Take care of yourselves.
You're insane, gold member. We choose truth over facts.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
That's a huge bitch.
I'm a fair guy, but heat is making me absolutely crazy.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Let's go get Swole. Of course, we'll see you in the Telegram chat. Make sure you're joining the fam over there at SwoleNormousX.com.
I got hairy legs.
Join the fam today. Thanks for being here, John, Pedro, Stephanie, Cerny, Betty Ford, Judith. We're making gains, man. We got it. We got this, bitches. We got this.
Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken!
Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Oh, frozen cock piano. Possibly. Possibly, baby.
He's on fire!
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
I am the danger.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
We can figure stickers here of this.
Emotional damage. I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
You make me happy.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn
Oh shit, he's still talking.
Blonde in the sun.
Quick
And
release.
the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
That's kind of weird. Kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. You're having kids rub your leg in the pool. I don't know. Just saying. Just a thought. Might want to bring that down. You're at here. You're right up here. You're here. Might want to bring that down to like right about here. Like right about here. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Fam, make sure you share the broadcast, share the Mancast, share these binary sick fucking games, and go to the fucking gym. Share it with someone who needs some knowledge cock in their life. Remember, the podcast is available everywhere. Leave a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Podbean, all that shit. Check us out, thedailyswole.com, for all the live stream links, because streaming everywhere, Rumble, Odyssey, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, you can catch the podcast everywhere. And of course, join the fam, SwoleNormousX.com. We have some awesome specials. Don't miss out on yesterday's episode, Inside Swole TV. Go check it out. See you in there, and we'll continue this conversation right now in the Telegram chat for the Swole fam. I'll see you there, beaches. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah. Whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new